It must surely be the toughest offshore race in the world, the Vendee Globe. 28,000 miles non-stop around the world alone. For the fast ones, they could make it in 75 days. For the slow ones, getting on for 100. Since the first race in 1989, there have been 167 entries, but only 89 have completed the course. More people have been into space than have raced around the world alone. This year's Vendee Globe sees a record 33 entries in a highly competitive field that includes 6 women, also a record, and 18 rookies. Technology has taken a leap too, with giant foils and sophisticated autopilots being among the new kit that promises to take performance onto a new level. Among this year's fleet there are 7 brand new boats, and understandably they've attracted quite a lot of attention. But the new technology and the implications of COVID on the training and development of these new machines has left many wondering whether these boats are really ready to take on the world. There's little doubt that these new boats are quicker on some points of sail, but there's been a huge leap in the loads on some of the aspects of the boat, and the risk of breakdowns have got pretty high. Plus, there are questions even among the skippers themselves as to how much physical punishment a sailor can take. These are brutal boats to sail, and the risk of injury on board has also shot up. The noise is horrendous, the motion punishing, and the risk of injury is even more severe. Take a fall, break a limb, and the consequences can be very frightening. All of which has led some to question whether the previous generation of boats that have been pimped up for this race are actually more competitive than we've given them credit for so far. Boats like Sam Davies' Initiative Kerr is a well-proven boat that she knows well and has been refined with new foils and a lot of new kit. This might not be the fastest boat, but as Sam proved in the race to Iceland and back this year, she's perfectly capable of giving the new boats a run for their money. So who are the new boats to look out for? In the new boat group, Jeremy Bayo in Charal. He was the first to launch a new generation boat and is believed to have the most miles of the new breed. Sebastian Simon in Arkea Paprec. Structural problems over the last year have hampered the development of this brand new boat, so little's known about its potential. Thomas Royon linked out. He's a highly accomplished sailor in a potent new Guillaume Verdier designed boat. He crashed out of the last Vendee Globe, retiring into New Zealand, but now he's back on the warpath. Charlie Darlin in Apivia, another new rocket ship skippered by another highly accomplished sailor. Charlie Darlin won the TJV last year and was second in the race to Iceland and back. You might not know much about him yet, but stand by, I think you're about to hear a lot more. Kojiro Shirashi, DMG Global 1. In the last Vendee Globe, he was the first Asian sailor to enter the race, but was dismasted in the Indian Ocean. Now the Japanese sailor is back with a brand new boat, the sister ship to Charal. Armel Tripon, L'Occitane en Provence. She's another new boat, but one that's got fewer miles under her keel than many of the others, after structural problems forced Armel to retire from the Iceland race. And then there's the dark horse, Alex Thomson. Second last time, and with 4 previous attempts, he's hugely experienced, and now with a radical boat that he's kept away from the competition, not even his closest rivals know what Alex Thomson and Hugo Boss are really capable of. Among the older generation boats, there's a few that I'll be keeping my eye on too, including Sam Davies' Initiative's Kerr. Hugely experienced, shrewd and extremely good at changing gear as conditions vary, Sam has a well-proven boat that's already shown it can run with the big dogs. Jean Le Cam in Yes We Can, another highly experienced sailor who gets his head down and never gives up. If this becomes a race of perseverance over performance, expect to see him at the front. Kevin Escoffier on PRB. He may lack solo experience, but Escoffier has had success aboard some of the fastest offshore boats in the world. He knows how to win, he just needs to figure out how to do it alone. Boris Herman, Sea Explorer, Yacht Club de Monaco. This is his first attempt at a Vendee Globe in a 2016 boat that took part in the last race and has been upgraded. And Herman's approach to this race has impressed some of the pundits. As always, this race will throw some wildcards into the mix as surprise performances and shock breakdowns do their best to reorder the form guide. So it's going to be a busy winter for hot competition. The next 80 days around the world look like being an extraordinary ride.